Hi everyone, my name is Amber Ferger, and today I wanted to show you the final presentation that I have for Data 608 in the fall 2020 semester. So I decided to combine one of my personal hobbies with the assignment to create a return to play tracker for my roller derby team. So I play roller derby for Queen City Roller Derby in Buffalo, New York, and we are a member of the Women's Flat Track Derby Association. And one of the things that we're trying to understand is when we can safely return to play. So any individuals that are part of a WIFTA sponsored league have to meet a set of minimum conditions before returning to play. And one of these requirements is that the league's surrounding area have a maximum of 50 positive COVID cases per 100,000 individuals over a 14-day period. I figured this was a really great way to pull in some government data from NewYork.gov to kind of monitor this information on a daily basis. So, additionally, once we reach this threshold, our league has specifically decided to hold off for an additional 14 days. So I designed this dashboard to serve as a way for us to monitor the active cases in New York and develop that timeline for return. So I mentioned that the one source of data for this project is NewYork.gov data. It is the daily New York State positive COVID cases since March 1st, and it also includes the daily number of tests per county. In addition, I have pulled in data from NewYork.gov Finance Repository to identify the population per county in New York State. So what I've done is I've created this dashboard here that allows the user to specify a particular county. It's defaulted to Erie, but we can select another county and see all of the results refresh. Every time a new county is selected, there's an API call to the DataGov repository to pull in the relevant information for that specific county. Now, this drop-down list was populated based on the data from the Government and Finance Repository that lists the population per county. So that unique list is generated and displays the county. And I've also allowed the user the option to display a type of data that they would like to view. So the default is to display this 14-day rolling sum, which is the metric that our league is using to monitor those cases. The orange line is the threshold that the league has to meet in order to return to play, and the blue line represents that 14-day rolling sum every day. So you can see, for example, in Chautauqua County that the daily 14-day rolling sum for December 7th is 546, but the threshold that that particular county would have to meet in order to return to play would be about 63, so they're a long way off. The second option I've provided is the daily cases for that region. So this just indicates the raw number of positive COVID cases in that particular county. I've also supplied the option of looking at the daily number of tests and the daily percent positive. So this statistic represents, out of all of the tests that were conducted on that particular day, what percentage were positive. And we can tell that a large number, so for example, back in March, on March 24th for Chautauqua County, 33% of the tests that were conducted were positive. This is likely indicative of a day when not much testing was done, so a lot of those tests were positive. I've also been able to link this county data to a geographic map here that displays, upon selection of the county, the actual county on the map itself. So if I select, let's say, Erie again, you can see that that data refreshes here, and then also the county lights up. Lastly, I have included two additional kind of talking points for the league. The first is the number of consecutive days at baseline. So this represents, from this rolling 14-day sum, how many days in a row have gone at or below this orange threshold line, and then the 14-day total number of cases for the most recent set of data, which would be December 7th. So that is the Return to Play tracker. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation. Thank you.